title of this project is Waste Less Waste. This 2-week project was created by our group of 5, Jasmine, Patel, Paisley, Beeching, Kennedy Martin, Matt Franco and Nelson Palala. The project is for 9th grade students and will run over a 10-week period and would mainly cover the subject areas of science and social studies, whilst mathematics and English will play a smaller but still crucial role. Throughout this project, we will explore the answer to the driving question, how can we manage waste more sustainably in our community? This is important to discuss as food waste has proven to be a major component of the United States' unsustainable lifestyle. By teaching our students ways to manage their waste more sustainably and then have them convey their solutions to members of the community, we will be able to create a long-standing contribution to sustainability in the wider community as well as the school community. The goal of this project is to promote sustainability and reduction of food waste in the local community. We will accomplish this goal by working with local agricultural scientists, sustainability advocates and restaurants to promote sustainable forms of waste management. Throughout the project, the students will complete individual weekly blog posts in response to prompt questions from their teacher. Students will work in small groups, choose a local restaurant and work with the restaurant to develop a sustainable food waste solution. The students will also work with the school janitor to create a compost for the school's waste. The local community will be invited to attend a final business fair in order to learn about practical habits that they can adopt in order to live more sustainably. On the first day of the project, the students will gather in the cafeteria and the cafeteria workers will lay out all the food that they would have thrown away that day. We will discuss with the students about how all the food in front of them is perfectly edible and how it will end up in landfill rather than being put to use. The students will watch as it is thrown away. This will impact the students in a visual way, driving them to think about the solutions to this waste problem. Following the entry event of meeting with cafeteria staff, the following Friday will consist of a lesson on the problem with waste, not only in the United States but how it is also a serious issue worldwide. The lesson will also consist of a guest speaker from the UConn's Agricultural Department, who will lead a discussion on sustainability and discuss ways in which we, as inhabitants of the planet, can be more sustainable. Students at this point should have at least one post or working post for their group's blog. In groups, students will work to create a sustainable business proposal to waste less waste. They will present this proposal to a local restaurant of their choice. After contacting the restaurant through a phone call, email or in-person visit, they will begin to evaluate the food waste issues at that specific restaurant. On the 3rd Friday, a garbage man from the local Mansfield area will act as the second guest speaker, talking about the waste produced from local restaurants. The 4th Friday will consist of engaging in the second portion of this assignment, composting. On this day, the entire class will be working on a school compost with a janitor using waste from the cafeteria. At this point, students should have at least 2 published posts on their blog. On the 5th Friday, we are halfway through the project and the group should have their first draft of their proposals finished and ready for their classmates to peer edit. The proposals should be persuasive in hopes that those restaurants chosen will put the solution into use and the students will have created a lasting contribution to sustainable habits in the community. Students will continue to monitor and update their blogs. In addition, they will begin presentation preparation with their groups. They will work on how to present their presentations and how to effectively communicate their ideas in order for a mock run-through next Friday. On the 7th Friday, the proposal is due. This means that the written proposal should be turned in, edited and ready to be graded. Students will also give their presentations to their peers. Their peers will provide constructive criticism and explain what they thought worked well in the presentations in order for the students to make final changes. With the advice from their peers taken into consideration, students will go on a field trip to the local restaurants that they have been basing their business proposals on. They will present their sustainable waste management proposal to the business. The presentations will be given to management at the restaurant as well as the teacher. The presentation should demonstrate their sustainable waste management solution in a persuasive and coherent manner and should hopefully convince the business to waste less waste. Within the next few days, the restaurant will respond to the students' suggestions and let them know if and what they are implementing in their business. On the 9th Friday, along with continuing their blogs, the students will be visited by their final guest speaker, a student from the University of Connecticut involved in EcoHusky, a sustainability project run at the university. The speaker will not only impress the importance of sustainability to students once again, but will also speak to the students about effective ways in which to encourage the public to be more sustainable in order to help with their final business fair presentations. The students will work on another presentation, this time a business fair presentation for the community. This presentation is a little broader. It includes their proposed business plan and its success with the local restaurant, but also more broadly about sustainability and waste management. The aim of this is to encourage the local community to behave more sustainably. In order to monitor progress, students will be asked to write a rough draft of their written proposal to be peer-reviewed and graded by the teacher. This will allow them to improve on their proposal before final assessment. They will check in with their teacher throughout the project in order to ensure all work is being completed in a timely manner. Students will be expected to keep up to date with posting their blogs. The final blog will be completed on the last Friday of the project. Students will be graded on their final written proposal and all completed blogs at the end of the project. The culminating event for this project will be a local business fair organised by the students. The students will present and promote sustainability to the local community on the final Friday of the project in any way that they see fit. This could include giving a presentation, creating a small theatre performance, a more traditional science fair board, or by creating promotional material. A stall selling the compost that the students have created throughout the semester will also appear in the fair, with all profits from the compost being donated to local homeless charities and soup kitchens. The students will be assessed using several rubrics. The blogs will be assessed using rubrics for both written quality and relevance to the project. The group's final written proposal will be assessed for written quality, persuasiveness and accuracy. The local business owners, alongside the teacher, will be assessing the students on their presentation skills and persuasiveness in their presentations. And their final presentation during the culminating event will be assessed on relevance and quality by the local community and the teacher. Although this project requires more time and resources to teach the students about sustainability than normal classroom instruction, this project will give students experiences that they otherwise may not gain. For example, this project will allow them to gain experience writing and then presenting a business proposal to professionals. The project will also have a lasting impact on the school community, setting up a sustainable waste management solution within the school, as well as hopefully having a sustainable impact on the local community. In order to move this project from idea to reality, we would need to meet with the school board to obtain approval for the project and to obtain funds and technology. We would also need to meet with the local restaurants to see if they'd be willing to participate in the project and provide feedback on the work given by the students.